Hi everybody, this is Steve Hoggard, the pastor of Hickory Hill Baptist Church. Today is Tuesday and I'm going to do my Tuesday thought, and want to kind of share something that happened to me. Let's see, on Monday, which would be yesterday, I turned 50 this year, so I had to have my colonoscopy done, and I'm not going to go over that. I don't give you details about that, but I want to share kind of an interesting thing that happened. So I roll up to the hospital, actually my wife dropped me off, and I go in, and while I enter the first door, they had a medical worker there. Don't know what her title was, but she was there with a little chair and a little table, had a mask for me, and asked me some questions. She asked me, "Sir, have you been nauseated, had diarrhea, have headaches, fever?" And I know what she's doing. She was giving me some symptoms of COVID-19. But I answered, yeah. And as soon as I did that, she kind of freaked out a little bit. She took a couple steps back. And to be honest with you, I shouldn't have answered that, but I was just being honest. And I said, "I'm here for a colonoscopy. I had to drink that stuff yesterday, and I had diarrhea. I've had nausea. I've had almost everything that you said on that list except fever." And she really didn't appreciate my humor, but anyway, told the doctor that, and the doctor thought it was kind of funny. But anyway, I want to share that with you. It made me think after I woke up and all that kind of stuff, and had a couple of days or a day or so to rest up. I kind of thought about that. I thought, what are the symptoms of being a Christian? We have symptoms, or we say, if you have these symptoms, then you'll probably have COVID-19. If you're nausea, you have headaches, you have body aches, or whatever, all the symptoms, the list that goes on. But what is the symptoms for being a Christian? What would you say the symptoms were? It's funny because many times as churches and even believers, and we kind of say, well, this is what, if you're going to be a good follower of Jesus Christ, if you're going to be a good Christian, this is what you should be like. And if I asked you that question, you would probably give me some answers like, well, you got to go to church. You got to you got to tithe. You got to go to Sunday school. You got to be a good person. You got to live a moral life. You got to be kind to people. And we could make a list here. And in fact, when I was a little kid in a Baptist church, we would show up and we had this envelope, and I don't have one in front of me, but we'd have this envelope, and I would show up, and there's like 5 blanks on it every time. And the blanks would range, or you show up, you get 20%. Bring a friend, you get 20%. You give money, you get 20%. Read your Bible study, or Sunday school lesson, you get 20%. You're going to worship, you get 20%. I think that's all 5. And folks, I never made it to 100%. Sometimes I didn't bring a friend, or I didn't bring my money, or whatever it was, a quarter, whatever it was. I never got 100%. Never got all the gold stars. But my goal is, if I did those things, my Sunday school teacher said, if I did those things, then I was a good Christian. I did what I was supposed to do. And those were the symptoms, as you could say, if you take the word symptom, of what a believer or a good Christian should be doing those things. In fact, if you take the word symptom and you define it, it would mean to point to something, to make a sign, or to illustrate something. By having these points, it means that you have this. So when I talked to that little old lady, when I walked in the hospital doors, I'm sorry, she wasn't old. I shouldn't have said old. This lady, she told me the symptoms of COVID-19, and I answered yes. And that freaked her out a little bit. It probably made her day very interesting. And I share that with you because I think sometimes as believers, we have what we think are true symptoms of what a Christian is. We really don't go back to the Bible and see what a Christian is. We just do what our church tells us to do or what people tell us to do. But what does the Bible say a good Christian should be? Now, I'm not going to read all these Bible verses. I'm not going to read very many Bible verses. But if you get a chance, get in your Bible and figure out what you should look like as being a believer in Jesus Christ. I'm just going to name some in the beginning. Now, if you take the word disciple, because we're considered disciples, the word disciple means that you're a learner. It means that you're going to get taught. It means that you follow the master. It means that not only that you follow the master, but also that you spend time with the master. In other words, you stay close to Jesus Christ. You're a servant. You are a witness for Jesus. You will deny yourself and carry your cross. By loving each other, you show yourselves to be a disciple of Jesus Christ. By worship. I mean, there's a lot of things in the Bible that says we need to do that illustrates, that you would say, that are symptoms of a believer in Jesus Christ. So what I guess my thought for Tuesday would be this. Are you living up to what the church or what the world says that a believer or a Christian should be, and these are the symptoms of a Christian? Or are you living up to what God says? Because there's only one person that you should answer to, and that is Jesus Christ. He's the one that calls the shot. As in Hebrews chapter 12:2 says, He is the author and perfecter of your faith. He is the beginning and the end of your faith. So just kind of thought that was a weird little thing I had happen on Monday, and I thought I would share that with you. But think about, are you symptomatic a follower of Jesus Christ? Do you show signs of being a believer in Jesus Christ? That's really all I had for today. I just wanted to kind of get that thought out and get you to thinking about that. But I love you, and if you need something, just holler at me, and we'll talk to you on Thursday when we do our Sunday school lesson. Talk to you later.